Hello. Welcome to this video. My name is Wilson Olmedo and I'm from El Salvador. Actually, I'm an English and Spanish teacher in a public school in Suchitoto. Well, who is Wilson Olmedo? Let me tell you that I come from a big family. I have 9 brothers and 2 sisters. But also, I'm an English and a Spanish teacher years ago, and I have been working in this school that I'm actually working. And let me also tell you that I'm a very energetic teacher. I love playing soccer, dancing, and also listening to music. Nevertheless, I'm a very passionate and hardworking teacher that I love to share my knowledge with my students. Let me continue with the next question, and in this opportunity, I will talk a little bit about what motivated me to become a teacher in Spanish in the USA, specific in your state. Since my experience as a Fulbright program, I had the opportunity to stay in Montana State University, and also I was a Spanish teaching assistant in Bosman High School. And believe me that my experience there was so amazing. I definitely enjoy a lot and I share it. And of course, I had the opportunity to learn from the teachers, from the students from there. And also I share a little bit about my culture, my country, and believe me that I really love how the students were very motivated. Oh my goodness, I was like very enthusiastic all during all my classes there, and believe me that the students were very I would say very incredible. Moreover, I would like to tell you that I'm very active teacher. I have been working in this school, as I told you, since 2021, and I have been involved in many activities because, as I told you, I love dancing and also I love playing soccer. I have been the opportunity to be a coach for the ladies who represent our school in all the different activities. And also I have been organizing different activities like our very traditional students tournament. I mean soccer tournament here, and of course I have been supporting my students a lot, and I have been playing with them, of course. Also, I have been helping with my socialist students group in different projects. And one specifically that I really like to support every day, it's to take care of our environment. I have been working since I started in this school in this project, and every year we have the opportunity to plant different trees, different fruit trees, and then we also we gave these trees to different families. But not only that, let me tell you that I have been like motivating students at the university because I love supporting my last year. I mean, I will say like 11th grade hearing, because many of them, they don't know what they're going to do after high school. And I have been, like motivating, supporting in the university process, how they can apply to the only public university here in El Salvador. And of course, I have been like encourage them to believe in their dreams. About the subjects that I have been teaching here, let me tell you that I'm official English teacher, but also I have been teaching literature and of course computer because it's my other career. Actually, my official career is English, but I have another career that is computer, and I just graduated last year from my master degree in virtual learning environment. And well, in this question, I will tell you that I try to do my best in all of my classes. And I definitely prepare myself, but also my lessons in a very, very creative way. I always have warm up, presentation, practice, and of course, production. I love to see my students progress through these steps. And of course, I try to demonstrate different activities that are very helpful to learn, specifically to learn language, because it's not easy at all, right? Well, what about my teaching strategies and even methods that I normally have in my classes? Let me tell you that I definitely love to work with active learning. I love to see my students progress in different like activities, how they demonstrate their learning process, and I also try to have innovative methodologies by using gamification. I'm a really passionate teacher who love to use gamification as a strategy in my classes. And I know my students definitely love to play, but not only to play, to learn at the same time. That it's I would say my main goal of using this kind of strategies. And okay, in this with this question, I would like to tell you that I definitely like to use different like strategies, but I normally start with very basic question in my class. When my students enter normally access to my class, they know that I have different flashcards. I have some in some classes I bring some like emojis that they have the opportunity to demonstrate about how they feel. And very simple question that I ask my students like, hey, how do you feel today? Can you please tell me how are you? Can you please select one of these emojis to demonstrate your feeling for this class, or what have been like they can have the opportunity to show their feelings. That is very important for me. And then when when my students select like probably sad emojis, I know that something is happening. But I try to change this feeling, with great warm up activities. And I definitely start with like motivation activities. And as I told you, I not only my students, but I would say in general, they love to play. They love to touch, to see like in physical I would say materials like flashcards, like different innovative materials, and that's what I try. I try to innovate all my classes. I try to ask them how they feel. I like to start with great energy because that's definitely very important. What about my methods to evaluate my students? Um, I definitely use like the I will say like the very basic method that it's through exams, because yeah, I mean, I know that we need to evaluate our students with exams, but I have been using digital, like different platforms, like in Kahoot, Kahoot, or not only that, but also Google Classroom and different forums, and they have been like learning at the same time technology. But not only that, believe me that I have been implementing different methods like debate, presentation, speeches, also role plays, and of course, presentations. I mentioned before, I am a very passionate technology teacher. I have been using a lot of applications in my classes through Kahoot, Bamboozle, Jinklit, Blockhead. But not only that, I have been, as I told you, implementing digital exams, and also my students have been showing their progress through presentations, through different games, competitions, that they definitely enjoy and they love to do it. In this case, I will tell you that I really like to work with my students in this when they have this problem, not problems, but when they are very noisy in my class, and I try to make deals with them, to also study, but at the same time I can have the opportunity to ask them to share, to give them the chance to celebrate, to have different activities in my classes, because it's not only studying, it's also to have fun, to be more than teacher and student, but also we can be, I would say, friends in a good way, right? What about this? I will tell you that I have been, I would say, learning, because it's not something easy to have and to deal with this kind of situations. And I remember last year, one of my students of 7th grade, she was very, like, I would say she didn't have enough motivation to learn a new language. She always say to me, like, I hate English. English is so difficult. I don't like it. And, and I say, okay, I understand you. I understand you totally, believe me. And I spoke with this student, and I shared with her my experience when I was a student. And I told her, like, let me tell you something as a secret. When I was a student, I hate computer. And I didn't know anything about computer. And you're not asking me, but let me tell you that I was learning step by step. It was very difficult for me, but I learned. And then I started to show my abilities, that I learned that I was great in computing. And look at now, I'm a computer teacher. Let me tell you that this experience was great, because actually this student, she has been learning a lot, and she's been very active in my classes. Oh my God, I feel very proud of her. And finally, let me tell you that I'm a very flexible person. I love learning new things, and I will tell you that in my school, we have been doing like different things. And I know if we want to see great progress, great activities, we need to plan, we need to work with my colleagues. And in my school, sometimes we have like the opportunity to change a lot of things, or the principal say that, yeah, oh, we need to have a meeting right now, or we need to have a meeting tomorrow. And I know that I have a lot of things to teach, but then I say, like, okay, let's do it. But let me tell you that I have been supporting my principal a lot, because I've also, not only as a teacher, but also have been like manage all social medias of the school. And it takes time, but I normally try to do it, because I'm very organized person, and I love to learn new things. And basically, that was all in for this. And thank you very much for your attention. I appreciate, and I hope to see you in USA. Thank you very much. Bye bye.